So many of us carry the energy of generational trauma, energy from the collective, and we don't even realize it, but it's in our bodies, it's in our cells, and also stuff that's happened to us, maybe in childhood, it's still in our bodies. And so what I found is understanding it with the mind, sure, can be helpful, but in my own journey and when I work with my clients, what I see is this, it's not enough to really make a shift. It's not enough for us to fully transform. And so the work that I have done with myself and that I do with my clients is really about shifting and clearing this energy. So let's first just start talking about the energy field. Basically everything around us is energy, okay? So everything is vibrating at a certain frequency also. So the things that we say, the words that we use, they have a frequency. What we consume, that has a frequency. What we choose to watch, that has a frequency. What we think about, that has a frequency. And that in turn is going to affect our energy, okay? So that energy field is what comes in and out of us and around us. And so we're all just kind of these bouncing around energy fields out there. And so how we can really make a difference in the world is by clearing our own energy so that what we're transmitting out into the world is super high frequency. So a lot of times people come to me and they're like, well, I really want to, be of service. I really want to discover my dharma. I really want to fulfill my sacred work, which is awesome. But before that, we have to take a few steps backwards in terms of we need our own energy to be clear before we can project a high vibrational energy out there. Okay, so if this makes sense, give me a yes down in the comments. And what we're gonna do now though is dive into the steps to unpack this so you understand, oh, okay, this is what I can do to take positive action. Okay, so the first thing is awareness, just purely being aware of your own energy and of the energy field around you is massive. So starting to think in terms of frequency, is what I'm consuming high frequency or low frequency? And how you can determine that is just how you feel. Okay, so think about it. After you take a drink of something, how does that make you feel? After you eat something, how do you feel? After you talk to a certain person, how do you feel? After you watch something, how do you feel? So this is actually super grounded and practical, okay? So just take into account what you're consuming and how you feel afterwards. Step number 2 is really about grounding ourselves and grounding our energy to the earth, because a lot of us are actually not in our bodies. And this might sound kind of out there, but whenever we experience some kind of a traumatic event, what happens is we tend to leave our bodies, especially if you're sensitive. So a lot of times we're not even fully in our bodies. And a lot of the work that I do is about getting our energy clear and also getting all of us back into our bodies. So what really can help with this is visualizing yourself really grounding to the earth. And the best way to do this is just have bare feet on, and you can walk with bare feet on the grass or on the sand or on some kind of nature, okay? If you can't do that, another really great option is to take a few deep breaths and visualize roots growing out of the bottom of your feet into the earth. And also I like to add into that, as you exhale, all energy you're ready to release exhales through your feet into the earth. And then as you inhale, you're pulling up the energy from Mother Earth into your body. So it's like this whole kind of a compost system. And it also really helps you to get grounded. Step number 3 is setting really great intentions. So a lot of times it's really a great idea to set the intention that your chakras be cleared, that your aura be cleared, and that all lower frequency energy be released from your body. And you're going to ask that it be replaced with the highest frequency of energy. After you do that, you're going to visualize some kind of an energy bubble around you, and you're also going to set that intention. So you're going to call it in. You're going to ask that your field now be protected, and you can visualize it however you want. Like you can be a bubble, it can be a disco ball with mirrors that like radiate outwards so that people's energy bounces back at them. It can be a shape, it can be a spiral, it can be a certain color, it can be anything you want it to be. So, and it can also be whatever distance you want to have around you. So setting that intention is super helpful. So you're gonna set the intention to clear your chakras, to clear your aura, to clear the space in your house. And then you're going to ask that it be filled with unconditional love, divine light, and the highest frequency of energy. And then you're going to ask that this divine bubble of protection be installed all around you. And step number 4 is really self-care, okay? So it sounds like you're watching this video for a reason, and it's really important to take responsibility for our own self-care. And so if you're not already, I really highly recommend yoga, meditation, journaling, breath work, really diving into your spiritual practices to help you maintain this vibration. And the 5th step is really seeking guidance. So if you really want to dive more into clearing your energy, releasing energy cords, and really working on an energetic level, I really highly recommend that you seek guidance. So tapping into someone who is a professional energy worker, and that's what I do on a daily basis, someone that is connected energetically that can help guide you through this process. You're going to save yourself a lot of time and learn the tools that you need to do it yourself. Learning how to clear your energy is really the path to feeling confident, feeling fulfilled, feeling aligned, and also feeling really like you're in your body. And it can seriously change your life. And so just remember that you are so worthy, you are so deserving, and you are so ready to receive this peace that is available right here and right now. And so ultimately, as you clear and release the energy that's no longer serving you, you step into your power, you feel full, you feel content, you feel peaceful, you feel alive, you feel like you're actually thriving. And it will give you the absolute energy to fulfill your sacred work here on earth. If you want to dive into learning more about how to clear your energy, how to raise your vibration, how to have a consistent daily spiritual routine, how to connect with your own spiritual team so that you can be of the highest service, so that you can fulfill your sacred work, I would love to have a free consultation with you to see if working together is a good fit. So I hope to speak to you soon. Namaste.